I wanted to have a word with you guys, right? I want to talk about something today, a topic that's happened to me in my life. I want to share a story with you, and then I want to give you some insight, and I want to educate you in why some men understand women and why some men don't. So if you're a guy that's having trouble understanding women, I know this video is going to help because it's all my years of experience and understanding the female mind. So I'm going to use some pickup words to stress a point. Words like what a woman says and what a woman responds to are two different things. Quoted from Mystery. Never listen to what a woman says, go by how she feels. Quote Johnny Berba. I just don't understand it, man. She said we could go for a date, but when I text her, she didn't show up. Man, I got back to my place with her and she was really into me, and I asked her if she wanted to have sex. She said no, so I didn't have sex with her. And then you hear of another guy saying a story that the girl was saying no, and then he managed to persuade her, seduce her rather, and have sex with her, and now she's his girlfriend. Why did she do that? So I'm going right into a story now about, basically about a girl I'm dating now. I won't say her name. She's not going to have access to members area. She won't mind me saying this because we was having a nice talk this morning. I woke up with her. She's a really awesome woman. So basically, we were talking about when I first met her and I first slept with her, and she was teasing me. She said I'm a cheeky little git because I convinced her to take me back to her place, and I basically, it's my little trick I use, but it's honest. I basically said, can I come around to yours for tea? And she smiled, I remember at the time, and she said, no, I can't bring you around because I'm moving, I've got boxes, my landlord won't allow it, blah, 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 blah. I know this because of experience, and I know this is a woman saying, I'm giving you a test, Johnny, and you need to get around my test, and you need to make me feel comfortable about bringing you round to my house and even considering having sex with you. If you convince me to bring you round and you don't make me feel like an SLUT, a slut, I'll happily have sex with you if you play your cards right and you make me feel comfortable and sexy doing it. So I'm going to talk about why I use the T line to go around to girls' houses, and talk about why it's got me quite a lot of substantial success with women, it's got me laid, and so forth. And then I'm going to bring it back to really simple stuff like when you're in a conversation with a girl and she might test you on something and you don't know how to handle it. So it's very simple. Why do girls say stuff like you can't come back to my place when they know full well that they want to sleep with you and they really like you? And why don't they make it easy? Why don't she just say, of course you can come around, of course we can have sex, and then I'll be your girlfriend? Why? As men, we are simple, we're straightforward. Women are not, and I'm going to tell you. Women are emotional creatures by nature, much more than men. Men are so straightforward. A guy would be like, let's go around, let's have a hot dog, let's have sex, great. For a woman, it's not enough. A woman's got to feel right about doing it. So the reason I say let's go around your place for tea, because I'm basically saying in an indirect way, let's go into a situation where we could potentially have sex. So what I'm doing is I'm pleasing her logic, and I'm giving her a rationalization, an excuse to say, of course you can come around for tea, because tea's not sex, right? Having DVDs and drinking loads of alcohol, that sounds too sexual. So when I say it with a smile on my face, she knows full well what I'm about, but she can say, well, I'm only bringing you for tea, nothing's going to happen. So that's overcoming her logical objection, and that's what I did with the girl I'm seeing now, and that's what loads of guys have done that I taught as well. So it basically makes her go, okay, I can relax. He doesn't want sex, he can just come around and have a tea. So when I go around to her place and she makes tea, anything that happens after that is just in the moment, isn't it? It allows me to then go forward and lead. And it also allows the girl to feel a lot more free, a lot more sexually free. And what it does is, if you do it right, which I'm going to tell you now, if you just sit there drinking tea with her and you're having a good conversation and you're being flirty, she's going to get more and more horny. She's going to want to have sex with you anyway. So it's a great way to make her chase you. And I've done a video on YouTube about this, getting her to chase you. So I'm going to stop there. That's the bit about the sex. I'm going to bring it back to conversation now, the average Joe. When I first started talking to girls, the moment they criticised me or disagreed, I'd panic. So I remember a girl saying to me when I was in conversation, what's that on your head? Because I've got a scar here. She said, that's like a Harry Potter scar. And I went, well, what is it? What do you mean? And I started going into the whole story about the scar. But what I didn't realise was that's just her being logical, testing me just to see how I handle it. What I should have said was, that was a war scar. That happened when I was having sex with a wild girl in the bedroom. See, if I'd have said that, the girl would have laughed, it would have turned the whole conversation sexual, and then naturally I'm that sexual, confident, natural man. But me going, oh no, like I'm going boring, and I'm talking to her on a logical level. So it's really about understanding the female psychology, and that's usually what naturals do, or guys do that are more experienced. So if you're a beginner and you're going out in the daytime and you stop a girl and she says, why did you approach me? That's a bit weird, you just come up to me. You should say, I know it's weird, I know it's random, but that's why I did it, because I think you look really attractive and I wanted to come over and try and get to know you. Do you have a problem with that? Now 9 times out of 10 the girl's going to go, actually, no, I don't have a problem, you're right. People should talk to people more, because you've negotiated and you've got around her logic and you've beat her to her shit test. It's only when guys take it like the absolute truth and they talk to the woman like you've just broken the law, like a police officer saying, hey, like you shouldn't be drinking on the street, and you're like, oh no, I'm sorry, and you start getting, so it's about not taking it serious, and it's about showing the woman that you understand that's just her female logic and that's just her testing you. Over time, what happens is you don't even see it as a test. It doesn't even feel like she's being bitchy or she's trying to challenge you or she's trying to see if you're less of a man. You just see it as something that's really beautiful, it's really cute. That's just something women do when they're attracted to you. I will like to add for you beginners, if a woman is not giving you any objection, no testing, she's probably not attracted to you. So it's a good thing when women say, oh, I don't know if I should take you to my place, I'm not that kind of girl, or that's her trying to find a way to get out of having sex with you. And you're probably still thinking, but why would she want to try and get out of having sex with a guy she likes? Right, social conditioning. Women are sluts, they give their bits away too easy. It's got to feel right. It's got to be like a romantic movie, like Hugh Grant. So she's got to feel safe about it. So all these things play a part. So I want you to think about that. And the next time you're in a conversation, the next time a girl throws something up and challenges you, I want you to not react to it, not panic. And I want you to talk to her emotions. So I'll say it again. If she says to you, if you approach her in a bar and she's like, where did you come from? Are you just here by yourself? And you're like, yeah, I'm a crazy stalker. I've come out by myself and all my friends are at home, watching the football. I wanted to come out today and meet Cinderella. So you see the way I've handled it. And again, you've got to use a line that's congruent with you. But the whole point is, don't show them that you're thrown off by it. Just take it easy, be non-reactive. And I'm telling you, you're going to sleep with a lot more women. You're going to get into a lot better conversations, and you're not going to be categorized as a guy who just don't get it. I've been sitting amongst women before, the girl I'm seeing now and their flatmate, and I've heard them say, I like the guy, he's good looking, but he just doesn't understand me, he just doesn't get it. And it's not something deep, it's not something spiritual, it's just basic common social skills and understanding female psychology. So I hope that helps. And if you want to practice it, I'd say go out and just start going very direct. Just start telling girls how you feel. And naturally, when you're a beginner, you are going to get more tests because they're going to see that you're not fully confident. But that's a great chance for you to start practicing your congruency and getting around the objections and the shit tests and going, I want to approach you because I think you're nice. All right, if you want to reject me. I'm going to go and try another girl, but I think you're nice. I hope you have a nice day. It's just you showing that you understand women. Enjoy the process.